Well, you know, it's not just that important moment. That what's interesting about this movie is also about now, all over the world. I mean, to think about what is to live in a place with violence coming from the state. And at the same time, it was very important to bring to life again this family and this woman and this man. We knew about, Marcelo Rubens Paiva, who wrote the book, his father was killed by the dictatorship, but nobody knew the details and the way this woman had to reinvent herself. So it's a lot about this woman, the power of woman, family, and the way they miss this man, this father, and how is it to live in a violent state, in a dictatorship. Yeah. It's something that we should be thinking about now.
Yeah, and plus, it's a film about memory, and the way Walter managed this is it's beautiful because he's a very sensitive director and full of precision, and he does this in a very lovable way. Like Fernanda says, it's a family story. It's a family tragedy story, and then based on true facts, which means more, I mean, to the audience. We're totally overwhelmed now giving this interview because yesterday we released the film finally for the first time with an audience, and it was so moving. And then now we know how the film affects people, and then yeah, we're glad to be here and just starting. Like Fernanda said, we're just starting the journey of this film, which we are very proud of.
Well, Marcelo is a close friend. He was like, when he wrote his book at the age of 18, when he had the accident, he became, I tell him, you were like a sex symbol to my generation. And such a clever guy, so we're all very close to Marcelo, but then we were close to the family. We talked to them, but my mainly research was on the images and interviews that she gave in life, the way, I mean, this feminine woman, this gentle, elegant woman, at the same time so powerful and so tough in the way she pursued justice. So my mainly thing was about how can I catch her, how can I do, because she's not melodramatic, and we tried very much to be faithful to her. She hated to be a victim, she hated to be seen like a victim because she thought it would be like a way to the dictatorship to win over her and her family. And that's how she says, let's smile in the photograph, I don't want to be sad. And so to be faithful to this lack of melodrama was the main thing for me.
Yeah, and then to prepare, I mean, it was interesting, very unique, because I have no interviews. I just have photographs, and then I spoke to Marcelo and two another sisters to talk about the father. I mean, in a very respectful way, but at the same time, I want to know something more about him. So it's a very delicate balance. And then they were super supportive. And then with Walter and Fernanda and this amazing crew, I imagined this guy, you know, freely to create this man. And my part in this film is try to be remarkable enough to in a few scenes, to resonate during the film, to help her work, to help the film to help the audience to feel related to. So it was a very unique experience, and I mean, it was hard. It was full of pain. I mean, it was hard work. But I felt very confident because I trust a lot in Walter. He's a genius. He's a real maestro, one of the most important filmmakers in the world, not only in Brazil. He knows exactly what he's doing. And Fernanda, I'm a big fan. I'm his friend. I love her. It's great to be surrounded for such a great talent. So yeah, then I did my thing.
Well, me and my mother, we are like, we have been together in movies, theater, even in an art installation by Isaac Julien about Lina Bobardi. So once in a while we work together, and it's like normal now for us. And we are not together in the movie. And nowadays, this for us is like normal life. We are a circus family. I was raised in theater with her. It was easier to see them, my father and my mother, in theater than at home. And so to have her is kind of normal. We are used to it. But she's like amazing. We just came from a very moving experience with her because she's doing a monologue. She's 94 years old and doing a monologue now about
It's
Simone de
incredible.
Beauvoir
Yeah.
that she adapted.
Incredible.
And she did it now, a monologue for 12,000 people in a
Yes.
park. So it's like Frank Sinatra said, Mama, you were going to end up I don't know, singing My Way somewhere, in the gymnasium, in the stadium. She's a very unique character.
She's a real legend.
Oh
She's
yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah, and then I and then I have this deep and true feeling that Fernanda Montenegro is like our mother, he's the Brazilian culture mother. I mean, every sensitive people, the artists, the people who has, something good in their heads, they have Fernanda as mother. So it's unbelievable. And then
Sorry, Seldon.
so she's my sister too.
It's true.
She's my sister too, because she's my mom too, Fernanda Montenegro. This is beautiful, and this is totally related to this film.
It
This
is. It's a family
affair,
thing. I mean,
yeah.
I worked with Walter before, with Daniela,
Yeah.
with my mother. It's a circus family, a cinema circus family in a way.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And we were talking about this because we have this very moving film about this woman, this man that disappears, and then at the end we still have her like the last.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. It's not a film about dictatorship in Brazil in the 70s. It's a film about, democracy, about living in a free country, about art. This family is like, in the beginning, they live in a place where the young people are like listening to Tropicalia. The whole country, this family of the Paivas, they represent Brazil in its best way. Bossa Nova and Tropicalia and the architecture and the arts. And that's what was killed during the dictatorship. Not killed because the resistance, arts resistance was amazing. But then I think it tells about, it talks about to the global audience. It's not something related to that country. It's this story that resonates in all of us, especially now in the world.
Yeah, last night was one of the most, remarkable experience. And then I watched just alongside Fernanda, and it was, we were crying a lot, and it was no, oh my God, this is too much. We're a great audience for the film. Yes.
Great audience. When I saw the film in the TV screening, I was like sobbing by myself alone. But then yesterday I started what is going on? I saw it already.
Yes.
I've done it.
I think this film will travel beautifully because the film speaks with everybody. I mean, the whole craziness in the world will be represented by this symbolic film, and it's a story of a family.
It's a family affair,
so
yeah.
Everybody will be related. I mean, I think we have a very rare film to present to the audience worldwide.
穏やかな暮らしを送っていた家族。
Deputado Rubens Paiva.
最愛の夫はその日から消息を絶った。
A tática do desaparecimento é uma das mais cruéis. O meu marido está em perigo.
Todo mundo está em perigo, Eunice.
Cadê meu marido?
彼女は声を上げることをやめなかった。I'm still here.